Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Knowledge Sharing. Before you continue, like us, like and follow our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comments and share our video for more interesting topics. Today we'll be looking at objective question from 2023 NECO General Mathematics Examination. And on this episode, we'll be giving solution to question number 21 to 25. And 21 says, we are given a graph and it says, which of the following gives the point of the intersection of the linear graph and the quadratic graph above? The intersection point of the linear and the quadratic graph. So this line is the linear graph while the curve is the quadratic graph. So in this case, we are asked to find that point of intersection. So this is where we have the point of intersection, and also here is the point of intersection also. So at this point, we will find the value of x and y. So the value of x and y at this point is here. For x, we have -1. Then value of y at this point is 0. So we have 0. So for this other point, we have the value of x at this point here is 3. So we have 3. And the value of y at this point is 7. So we have 7. So this is the root or the intersection of that 2 points that we have x and y. And the correct option of that question was E. So the next one, still from the graph, it says that 22, the equation of the line of symmetry is what? So that equation of that line of that symmetry, how do we find that? We need to add the two roots together. That is the point at which the graph cuts the x-axis. So we add it and divide by 2. So here is where the graph cuts. This is -1. So we have -1. And the next one is 2. So we add 2. We divide all by 2. So this is the same thing as -1 plus 2 is 1 all over 2. Therefore, x equals to 1 all over 2 or 0.5. 1 all over 2 is 0.5. So that is the value of x at which the quadratic curve cuts this x-axis, which is this point and this point. So we have this, and the correct option of that was E. That was the correct option for that question. So 23, it says find the equation of the quadratic graph. So equation of this quadratic graph is where we cut this place and this place. Therefore, our x equals to -1 as we said, and x equals to 2. So we use these two roots to find the equation of this quadratic graph. So here, -1 will transpose to this other side. We have x plus 1 equals to 0, and x minus 2, this will transpose to this other side, equals to 0. So here we have x plus 1. We have to multiply the two sets. We have x minus 2 equals to 0. So here we can expand this. X times x is x squared. X times -2, we have -2x. Then 1 times x is plus x. Then 1 times -2, we have -2 equals to 0. We can simplify this further. So we have x squared minus 2x plus x equals to minus x. Then we bring down -2 equals to 0. So this is the equation of the quadratic graph, and the correct option for that question was A. The next one, 23, we need to clean this. So as we clean this, and we have this graph sheet for 24, and it says which of the region U, V, X, Y, Z shown above satisfy the inequalities. The inequalities is y is greater than 0 and less than 2, and also y is less than 3 plus x, and also x is less than 0. So here we duplicated this diagram here for us to use the shading method for us to see the region at which that region will satisfy these inequalities. How do we do that? The first one says y is greater than 0 and less than 2. So this one is the same thing here. So here is y, which is greater than 0 and less than 2, and this is the region. If we shade it like this, because we are going to use the shading method after we find out the point at which it has a darker region for us to have the answer. So that is for here. So the next one is y is less than 3 plus x. So we can see that at this point we have y equals to 3 plus x. So that is the line, which is this line. So what do we do that? So we are going to shade it this side. It says that it is less than. Less than means it's coming this way. When it goes up, it's greater than. So we are going to shade it this side. So shading it this way, that line, because it's less than. So now the next one is x, when x is less than 0. Our x, the value of our x which is here, is this line. It says it's less than 0. It's at the point of 0. This side is positive and this side is negative. So it's less than 0. We'll shade this side. X is less than 0. So when we shade this side, we now find out that if you use at this point, if you look at this point on that graph, that is why I duplicated that graph so that we can see. At this point here has the darker region, and that region is Z. So we have the answer as Z. The correct option on that question was E. So that is the correct option where Z satisfies the inequalities that was given on this question. So the next one, 25, it says, which of the following inequality is represented by the number line shown below? This is the number line, and we have seen that this arrow turns the positive side of the X. So what we have now is our X is greater than -1. So this point is at -1. This is -1. So this point shows, the arrow shows this way. That means anything that X will do at this point, it must be greater than -1. So the answer for number 25 equals to X is greater than -1. So the correct option on that question was E also. So those are the answers on that question number 25 and also number 24. So this is for 24 and this is for 25. If you like what we are doing here, follow us on our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment and share our video for more interesting topics. Thank you.